program, it just looked so muddly that I said, I don't think I can give 2 days to this conference. I can give Saturday morning. Now, when I said that, I didn't know that the topic for Saturday morning was no longer intercultural church. It was intergenerational church. And I found myself sitting on a platform with people who were not just half my age, but probably about a third of my age. And I was the other panelist. And some of my friends in the congregation were saying, what's Hugh doing up there amongst all those young people? But what was interesting in that situation was that for 2 days they'd been discussing intercultural church. And they'd done really well. They'd decided that the way to do intercultural church is to listen to one another. Just as we've been saying this morning, you know, you run alongside, you listen, and you trust. But when it came to young people, they said, how are we going to make room for these young people? So I said to them in the end, I think this is not the right answer. It's not how do you make room for the young people. It's how do you listen to what they're bringing into the situation. The same technique that we can use to build cross-cultural relationships can also be used to build intergenerational relationships. And that is going to be increasingly important. If we're going to see God do something amongst 18 to 24-year-olds, there's a lot of us who are quite a bit older that are going to have to get used to what God is going to do. And we cannot just say to them, you'll learn eventually, you'll calm down eventually. Eventually you'll see it the same way as we see it. You know, they tried that on us when we were students in our 20s coming out of university. Calm down, you'll soon learn, you know, slow down. But in the end, we need to actually allow God to move and trust. So I think you're in a really exciting situation, but I think we're going to see more of it. And I think you're going to see these as well. I think amongst some of your own teenagers and younger people, you're going to see God do some extraordinary things. Great question. Sorry for such a long answer.